So are you the person that you need to become to achieve the goals that you want in your life? If you're really looking to achieve some dreams and some goals, the only way that you're going to get that is to become the person that you need to become to achieve those goals and those dreams. Now, if this is where you are, then let's have a conversation. So hi everyone, thank you so much for being here. My name is Su Patel and I am all about helping people with self-worth, joy and abundance, creating more of that in their lives so that they can live their best lives. All right. So you have goals, you have dreams, and you really, you're feeling like you're struggling, you're not pushing forward, and you're not getting closer to the dreams and those goals. Why is that? It's because you have not already become the person that you need to become to have those dreams and those goals. Like if you were already that person, you would have those things, right? So let's have a conversation today around like what is it that you need to do and how can you really take your life to the next level by becoming the person that you need to become to achieve those dreams and those goals that you have always wanted. So first of all, you are operating in an identity that you have always known yourself to be. Okay, however that may be. All right, so I'll just give you an example. I have always lived in London, right? And for me to going to live anywhere else, I need to change my identity to be someone who can live somewhere else. But I've lived in London all of my life, every single year in the winter. I hate it so much. It's freezing cold. And I've always felt like, oh, why am I still here? Why am I still here? I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. But I never really created the identity of being someone who could move somewhere warmer. Okay. And I just settled and I just accepted. And we do this in every area of our life. We do this in our health. We do this in our relationships. We do this in our jobs, with money, and, generally in every area of our life. Okay. In our lives. So I created that, I can be someone who lives somewhere hot, right? I started to really think about, okay, how can I become the person who can go and live somewhere hot? And what I started to do was, started to think about where is it that I would like to go? And I started to think about it. And I came to Dubai actually about 18 months ago. I started, I went there and I absolutely loved it. The weather was great. The country was beautiful. It was clean. It's safe. And it's full of amazing, amazing human beings, all right, from all over the world. And it's very, very cultural in terms of, there's people from India, from Pakistan, from Bangladesh, from Africa, from China, all over the world. It's a very, very diverse country. And I loved it. I just felt really at home and really aligned to being in Dubai. Now, because I had never created myself to be somebody who could go out there and live, I was always just, accepting that, okay, I live in London. But I started to go over to Dubai, every few months for 1 year. And I started to realize that actually, okay, I could live here. And I started to almost morph into the person that I needed to become to be able to live in Dubai. All right. I came over and I stayed for about a month. Then the next time I came over, I stayed for a couple of months and I started to become somebody who could live in Dubai. All right. But I started to really feel the energy here, started to, think about what it would be like to just be someone who lives here. And, meeting loads of people who also lived here and, listen to their stories and how they've adapted. And eventually, of course, now I live in Dubai and I've been living here for 3 months and I absolutely love it. In fact, I don't remember who I was as a person who lived in London. I know it was only 3 months ago and I lived there all my life, right? But I can't imagine being somebody. It's almost like I've gone from being that caterpillar to being that butterfly. And I can't imagine going back to being a caterpillar anymore because I am, this new identity. So with your goals, let's say you've got a goal around having the perfect body for yourself, right? Like, what is it that you want to create? You've got to start thinking in the way that of somebody who already has the body that you want. Okay, if you want that level of money in your life, start thinking and feeling and being and acting like a person who would already have that. Now, you wouldn't know what that would feel like, what you would think how you would think and how you would behave if you've never had that before. But what you can do is start to talk to people and listen to the way they think and the way they feel and how they act, and you can really start modeling other people. And Tony Robbins talks about this a lot in his trainings. He says that you got to start modeling people in the successful people around you. Like, what is it that they're doing? What is it that the person with that ideal body, that ideal, the six pack or whatever that is you want to achieve, what is it that they are doing? How are they acting? How are they being? How do they, what kind of habits do they have? And then start modeling those habits of those people. It's the same with money, right? What do successful people, who have a lot of money, what are their habits? What do they do? How do they think? How do they behave? And there are so many videos on YouTube about all of this sort of stuff. How many of those videos are you watching? How many of those people are you relating to, reading their books and getting into their minds and understanding? We are morphing every single minute of the day with our thoughts, all right? And we can change how and who we become through our thoughts and our emotions, and then our actions, of course, right? Start thinking about who are you morphing into every day? Are you somebody who's stuck in an old identity that actually you're not even morphing into anything? You're just the same person day in, day out. And it's fine if you want to be that person, right? And it works for you, no problem. But if you do have dreams and you do have goals and you do want to move forward in your life, then it's really important that you start thinking and acting and behaving and being like the person that you need to become, so that you can create the life that you want to create for your future, for your family. So I hope that's given you something to think about for leveling up in your area, in your goal that you want to create. Please do connect with me on my LinkedIn page and of course on my Instagram page. And obviously do like and subscribe to my channel if you've loved what you've seen and heard. And I look forward to seeing you on the next video.